I'm Sonia. I'm from Barcelona in Spain, and the thing that I miss from home is the coffee because it is strong than in San Francisco, and I don't know anything else.
I grew up in Massachusetts. I live in New York now, and most of all from childhood, I miss my mother. She passed away a few years ago, and if I could spend 10 minutes with her, that'd be fantastic.
What I miss about home, I miss about my friends. I had a lot of friends. I'm from here, but I moved away, and I miss a lot of friends because it's nothing like loyal friends. Nothing like it. And born and raised in San Francisco, I moved to Fairfield, about an hour away. It's not far, but it's not home. This is home, and it's nothing like home.
From San Francisco, California, what I miss most about my childhood is my mother cooking dinner, and I could smell the food cooking in the kitchen and anticipating dinner.
So I'm from Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. I'm like the little panhandle part of Idaho. And I think what I miss most is my mom's home cooking. I love to cook, and she inspired me to cook. But her roast chicken with rosemary and olive oil and everything else that she put into it, it was just a lot of love. And I miss it.
San Jose, California. The thing I miss the most about childhood would be my mother and her home-cooked meals.
I miss all the hours of cartoons that I used to watch. I really loved Looney Tunes and Tom and Jerry, and I watch some animation now, but there's not like that type of animation anymore on TV. You have the adult cartoons like Family Guy and Bob's Burgers, but I really miss the Looney Tunes because they were so funny and they appealed to a lot of different levels.
What I miss the most about home is my dog. She's a little pug. She's 2 years old. Her name is Noxie, and the reason why I miss her is because she makes a lot of noises. She's a pug, so she has very smushed in face, but she's very happy when I come home, and of course any kind of pet you have, they always greet you right as you get in the door, so I guess that's what I miss the most about her.
So one of the things I miss most was actually growing up. I was born here, but I grew up a little bit in Taiwan, and they have this thing called a wax apple. And it has a texture of a watermelon, but it has a flavor of an apple, which is actually really awesome. And it's only around like during the summer seasons, and I can just eat that cold like almost all day. It's one of the greatest things.
Well, I'm from Massachusetts. Grew up 30 minutes north of Boston. There's a lot that was very different from where I am now. I think what I miss most is sounds that my radiator made when in the winter. It'd get really cold, and radiator would fire up, and it was really old. It was an old house. Everything was just very antique, and you just hear the little sputters and the ticks, and just something that reminded me, even if I woke up in the middle of the night, you have that sort of sensation where you don't know where you are. I never had that because I always had those sounds around me. It was comforting in a way.
So I'm from the East Bay, grew up in Berkeley, and I don't really miss anything. I'm still here, but I guess I miss the Hot Shop burrito on Solano. It's this Middle Eastern Afghani owner who makes curry burritos, and in high school I used to go there all the time, and I had this chutney sauce that I wanted to like work with him and put in his burritos, and we did it, and a lot of people ate it, and more people came, and I just tried working there, but couldn't hire me, so it's a little random, but yeah, I miss that guy. I miss going there and eating really good burritos. Yep. Hot Shop on Solano and San Pablo.
I'm from Vallejo, California, and what I miss about my childhood is my old neighborhood. I grew up in the East Bay in this town called San Pablo, and it was a vibrant neighborhood. The neighborhood that I moved to in Vallejo was a lot more quiet. There were hardly any kids. It's all hills, but in my old neighborhood it was flat ground. There was a kid in every house that you could play with, or kind of just start kickball games and run around and get all scraped up from running around. So that's what I miss about my childhood.
Okay. I'm from New York, and I guess the thing that I miss the most about my childhood compared to living here, like playing outside, being outside more, because it was more rural setting. So like making forts with my friends or playing manhunt, like playing outside. We used to like take logs and just build them around and like hang out, and I don't know, I kind of miss that, even though it was simple, and we didn't have like all this technology. It was still fun to do stuff like that. So yeah, I guess that's
I'm from Oakland, California, specifically the Oakland Hills, and don't live there now because couldn't possibly afford to live there. And the thing I miss like the most is just being in the woods, being out in nature, and not being in the city. Like this place is so weird to me. It's like been such an adjustment, and I miss the silence specifically. I miss how cool it was all the time because there were so many trees, tire swings, just all that kind of stuff, and just random animals, snakes and stuff. And yeah, that was the best part of home. It was funny. The best part of home was not being in home; it was being outside and just running around and like being free and alone. Yeah.
Okay, the one thing that I miss most about home is my friends and hanging out with them because they all moved out. They moved to South California and San Diego, so it's just me.
Hello, I'm from the Netherlands, from the part that's called Holland, and we love it here. There's not a lot we miss, but there's one thing, we miss the smaller sizes. If we buy something in Holland, like something to eat or to drink, it's a smaller size, and everything's in a big size here. So when we came to America, we knew we were going to gain 5 kilos of weight, so that's what I miss.
Well, I'm from Holland, from the Netherlands. The thing I miss most about home is probably my cat, Mandy. Well, I see her like a little sister, so it's really great to have her around. So I really miss her to not have her around and play with her and all that, and cuddle and everything. So, yeah.
I'm from Garden Grove, California, which is like 10 minutes from Disneyland in Southern California. When I was a kid growing up, probably the thing I miss most from home is my mom's home cooking. So growing up as a kid, coming home after playing all day, and you know, my mom used to make the best chicken pot pie, and I always loved chicken pot pie, so I do remember that the most when I was a kid growing up.
In England, and things I remember, and perhaps with great joy as a child, were walking. Everywhere we went with my parents, to church, walks after church on a Sunday evening, just having to walk everywhere. It was lovely.
That's the English climate for you.
Okay, we're visiting from Central California just for the day. The thing I miss the most probably from my childhood is school, believe it or not, just hanging out with friends and playing with neighbors growing up, and outside activities. Once you grow up, that stuff kind of goes away. You got to work and do grown-up stuff. But I miss the childhood stuff, I guess, most.
Right. So we are from Auckland, New Zealand, and we've only just come here for a visit. It's a short visit. And I think what we miss the most is the food over there and our coffee. Coffee is really nice in Auckland. I miss the coffee here. So, but other than that, it's good. Yeah.